Can you hold the mic a little closer to your mouth, sweetie?
Pragati, this side, my question is that let's suppose a situation in which there is no negativity in life of an individual, but
Just 1 second. Sunai dete hai piche? Yeah, they can't hear. You have to hold it significantly closer.
Okay.
It's not like a proper opera mic. It's got to, yeah, there you go.
My question is that let's suppose in life of no negativity, but the person turns to be negative because there is no positivity. So what he or she should do to overcome that situation and stay neutral?
So how can we, just going to repeat this, correct me if I missed anything. How can we stay neutral instead of becoming negative in a situation in which there's no positivity? So basically, how do we prevent ourselves from being negatively impacted by the energy in the world around us? Well, we are not only energetic receivers, but we are also energetic transmitters. We are not simply sponges. A lot of us act like sponges. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, this person, my God, they were yelling at me today or they insulted me today. As though we were simply a sponge. Why are you soapy? Because I was in a bowl full of soapy water. Why are you hot? Because I was in a bowl of hot water. Why are you cold? Because I was in a bowl of cold water. That's how most of us live. Like we are just sponges, just soaking up whatever world and environment we happen to be in, as though that were the reason for us to be how we are. But we are not sponges only. We have energetic bodies, energetic beings. We are energy. And that energy is independent of the energy in the world around us. It's connected to it, but it's not dependent on it. And this is where it's really important to work on through your sadhana, through your meditation, through your yoga, through your japa, through your seva, through all of these activities that purify our energetic bodies, that bring us in contact with our own energy, to be able to generate energy of ourselves that's independent of the world we are in. So I may be in a world that is full of negative energy. And I'm not saying it doesn't impact me at all, because we do receive. The energy goes both ways. But I am able to generate enough internal energy, enough power internally of positivity, of peace, of joy, to keep that flowing regardless of the world I'm in. There's two types of sthiti. Sthiti means situation or circumstance. We talk about paristiti, which is the situation around me. And then we talk about swasthiti, the sthiti of myself inside me. Most of us act like my swasthiti is dependent on paristiti. Somebody around me is angry, the paristiti is negative. Therefore, meri swasthiti is miserable and depressed and negative, like I was a sponge that just absorbed cold water. But my swasthiti, my internal situation, has the ability to be positive, joyful, peaceful, regardless of the paristiti. And it has the power to impact and change the paristiti. So I can turn that cold water warm. And that's what you need to work on. They've done these great studies of taking monks, powerful monks with powerful meditative practices, and they stick them naked in the snow in the high Himalayas with wet towels on their backs. And these monks are able to generate enough heat in their bodies through their meditative practices to dry the wet towels on their back as they sit naked in the snow. Now, most of us would say, "वो तो मैं ठंड से मर जाऊंगी, करूं क्या? वो तो इतनी ठंडी है तो मैं मर जाऊंगी. I'm going to die, it's so cold. What do you expect of me? I'm just a body." But what these monks actually show us is that even in a situation that is so physically, objectively cold, put a thermometer in the snow, it's going to tell you, freezing temperatures. But put a thermometer on the skin of the monk, and it's hot enough to dry a wet towel, even though it's sitting in the freezing snow. In the same way, we are able internally, energetically, to transform our own experience. Now, the monks are not melting the Himalayas. And that's important to realize. We're not talking about, I am going to single-handedly generate enough positivity that nobody around me is ever going to be angry again. It's beautiful. We all should try. But you shouldn't feel single-handedly responsible for it. Like the monks would not go up there thinking, "Acha, we're going to go and melt all the snow on all the Himalayas." But they're able to generate enough heat to take care of their own environment. In the same way, you are able to generate enough joy, enough peace, enough positivity to transform the negative energy in that environment. So I would say set your sights higher than neutral. Neutral is better than low, but high is better than neutral. So set your sights higher. How are we able to remain positive, joyful, peaceful in that situation of negativity? Not only neutral. Neutral is not your highest goal. Neutral just lets you idle in place for a while. But eventually you have to put the car in drive and go. In the same way in your life, you don't want to idle in neutral for too long. You want to be able to move from neutral into drive and be able to actually go higher and further and more than neutral. Beautiful. Yes.
Hi, Sadhviji. First, I want to give a very sincere thanks for you sharing your wisdom with us through your books, through this satsang. It's amazing. Thank you. Yesterday, you told us that we pray by loving God, and it made me think a lot. And I realized that in the last couple of months, and especially in these last couple of weeks here in India, my way of perhaps loving God has been especially by being grateful.
Beautiful.
Just by being grateful for just everything, just what is,
Yes.
nature, and obviously my blessings. So I would like to see, to hear what you think about gratefulness as a way of loving and communicating with God, and therefore as a way of praying.
Sure. Gratitude is one of the highest forms of prayer. And it's one of the fastest paths to connection. It's one of the most important aspects of love. It isn't love in its entirety, because I could be grateful to someone without necessarily loving them. So for love, I've got to go beyond gratitude. But gratitude is a very powerful catalyst. It's a fantastic jump start into love, into connection. It's the way I wake up every morning. I don't get out of bed until I've done my gratitude practice. It's an incredible way to start your day. Just as you are lying in bed, think of at least 5 things you're grateful for. And say them out loud, like, thank you for. Thank you for this, thank you for that. Sometimes my gratitude practice just keeps going and going and going, and I'm brushing my teeth, but I'm still doing my gratitude practice. So, it's fantastic. Absolutely keep doing it. But allow it to also take you even deeper. So as you say thank you, let yourself sit for a moment in that experience of gratitude. Meaning, you're being taken care of. Meaning the universe is supporting you. The universe is there for you. You're being nourished. You're being nurtured. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Look at all these things that are manifesting for your life, for your betterment. Look at how the universe is bringing all of this together for you. I mean, it's amazing. So as you experience and express your gratitude, let yourself just sit there for a moment in the experience of it and feel, wow, wow. Like, I turn on this tap and water comes out. I mean, look at that. I didn't do anything for that. I didn't drill the hole. I didn't bore the well. I didn't run the pipe. I didn't invent the water. I didn't put it under the earth. Look at that. That which I need. I mean, it just comes right out of my tap like that. Where I need it, when I need it. Amazing. And you start to find as you walk through life how many little things that we've always taken for granted are just symbols, reminders of how the universe is taking care of you. Got a rumbly stomach? Look at that. You open the cupboard, there's food. You open the fridge, there's food. You pick up the phone, you order food. There's someone in the kitchen cooking food. There's a restaurant down the block, however it may come. But look at that. A rumbly stomach and access to food. Look at that. Look at how the universe is just providing for you. So let yourself feel that awe of the way we are being taken care of as you experience the gratitude. And it'll just keep taking you deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah, wonderful. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. A beautiful morning and day to our family joining us online through the gifts of technology. If you didn't have a chance to ask your question tonight, just bring it in tomorrow. Or if you can't be here tomorrow or you feel shy to ask it in public, just bring it to our Seva team. Preeti ji, Krishna Priya ji, they'll